My question is, do you consider yourself a perfectionist or a good enoughist? Because that's something I grapple with on a daily basis. So, hi, my name is Morgan and this is Studio M. If you have not seen my last few podcasts, vlogs, whatever they are, I like to do these knit and chats. So while I sit here and work on my project, you can grab your project, you can grab a cup of coffee, grab a snack. If you're driving in your car, you can just listen. And we are just gonna hang out for a little bit and talk about what I'd like to talk about. And today that is about perfectionism. So this is a little bit of a new space. I have converted the guest room in my house into a studio space for myself, which I'm very excited about. It's something I've wanted for a very long time, and it's just not something that I ever really gave myself. And now I have the space for it, so I'm doing it. So you can see my very disorganized yarn stashes over here. Got my nail stuff all set up because I do my own nails. And now I have a space where I can chat with you, have a door closed, and knit and just kind of have a nice little cozy chat. So that's what we're gonna do today. And what I really want to talk about today is this idea of perfectionism, the stress that it causes people, as well as where I kind of fall in the range of good enoughist to perfectionist, because I really think I am like the opposite of a perfectionist. And this I'll show you literally as an example. I am currently knitting the Lulu slipover, which this is the process. I think I'm having a stroke. Progress, oh my Lord. Okay, this is the progress I have made on it. I've got the entire back piece done. This is the front piece. This is the second garment I've ever knit. I'm currently wearing, oh my gosh, I'm wearing it inside out. This is where my brain's at. I'm wearing the first thing I've ever knit. Hold on. Okay, that is right. This is the, it's like your first raglan or your first sweater. It's by Vera Grazia. I talked about it a little bit because my first video ever was when I was working on this. So here's the little update. It is perfect. I blocked it, so it's now nice and flowy. For my first ever like knit project, I was very happy with it, but there are a lot of mistakes in it. I don't know if you could see well on the camera, but this is really uneven up here. And then as you get farther down, it's still kind of uneven. But it's like one of those things where I was like, I'm knitting it. It's not going to be perfect. And I'm okay with the fact that it's not perfect, but it doesn't change how much I love it. If I decide to do the same sweater again, I might do it differently. But I'm honestly obsessed with this, and it opened up the door for me to look at doing some other things and making things my own. I think it was my second video I was working on this. I had gone on a little weekend trip and I wanted like a quick project that I could do while I was there. So I created this little hat. It's supposed to be boucle, but I didn't do the boucle. But it's kind of like a take on like a sheepskin hat. So my knit projects. This is, I think, probably my favorite hat. You can kind of like see that it's like got the brown up top, this on the middle. But I really like it. I've been wearing it every single day. It's super warm. It's made with the Noro Merino silk. And I will put the other one up here because I don't remember what the name of it is. But I really like it. And so you can see I've got a theme this year of color, which is brown. But I am currently in the middle of the process of doing the Lulu slip by Petite Knits. And this is where I say I'm a good enoughist, not a perfectionist. Because looking at this is the back. I've already talked about this a little bit. From far away, looks great. My stitches are pretty even. I'm pretty happy with it. But as you get up close, the back was another test. Somehow I don't know how I keep doing this, but I purled a few stitches on this row. The color is different because these are 2 different dye lots. And there's something about something being imperfect that I actually love. So that's why I say I think I'm like the opposite of a perfectionist, because it's things like this that really make me excited. It makes me know that this was made with love. My sister told me this, that when you are creating something, when you make little mistakes, it's a way of leaving your soul in that project. So my little mistakes in here is just a way of me putting my soul into this. So I kind of love that. I'm currently working on the front portion of it. And then there are like accoutrements, like you're gonna have a neck and then the arms, and then there are buttons. Let me grab the buttons. I thrifted these cute little buttons, but I've already kind of talked about that. So if you want to learn more about like my projects and the plans that I have, these are the current projects I have done. I started knitting in January of this year, so it's been a little bit, over a month. It's almost March, right? So if you would like to learn more about my plans and the next projects and everything that I have, then you can go watch my other vlogs. But I really just kind of want to know about other people and how they feel about perfectionism, because I feel like it's one of those things that it is either all consuming or not, right? You either are a perfectionist and it's something like you cannot move forward without something being exactly how you want it to be, or you're like me and you're like, it's fine, right? But I'm interested to kind of know where people are with that and if that's something that you struggle with. But yeah, put it in the comments. Let me know. Let's have a chat about this. Let's talk about it. On top of that, the thing is, like, I feel like we live in an imperfect world. There are so many things that are not ideal about the world that we live in, right? And there is something so difficult, I think, when people do struggle with perfectionism. When you live in a world that is not perfect, it's like you're set up for failure, right? How can you find perfection in a world that perfection doesn't exist? Right? So I think like something that I've tried to live by and where my good enoughist mentality kind of comes from is this idea of I am not somebody who cares really deeply about what other people think about me. I care a lot about how I feel about myself and how I think about myself. And that is part of why I love everything that I do, because everything I do is a part of me. But if I was struggling with perfectionism, I think it would be more of an external thing, because there would never be anything I could do that would be perfect, because perfection doesn't exist, right? So that's a little tangent, little like feelings I have on perfectionism. I think that it's okay to be different. It's okay to be unique. It's okay to choose to do things wrong just because you want to. Like, I think we have so much choice, and we can either choose to stress over something not being 100% perfect all the time. And mind you, there are moments for perfection, but at the same time, I think some of the best things that have been made in this world come out of years of imperfection, come out of trial and error and failing, right? If we don't fail, how do we grow? So yeah, that's kind of like where my brain's at with that. I am really intrigued to hear and know how other people feel about perfectionism and where they see themselves on that scale from good enoughist to perfectionist. I need to know, where are you at? So I think this is really super short, just kind of like, these are my thoughts on perfectionism chat. These are my current projects. These are the updates of my current projects. I am kind of getting bored with this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really close. I probably have another few days on this, but I think next time what I want to do is I will probably show you my new studio space. it's not done. So I don't even know if I'm going to do that, but maybe I'll start making a video of like the before and after studio space kind of thing. And then I will also probably cast on my next project. I need something else. I need something to look forward to, something else to work on. So I'm going to keep working on this. This is like my nighttime laying on the couch kind of project that I do. But if I could have like a quick something, I just need to get something. I need to like the itch of completing something. I need to do it. And I think that goes into this like perfectionist thing that like I'm an immediate gratification person. It gives me gratification to see progress on something and to have something done, even if it's not perfect. And I think that's more what I work towards is like doing things. And actually there was this like interesting study. There was a class, a teacher had like an art class, and their whole thing was there was a group of students and their entire semester was to create as much art as they possibly could. Like everything and anything they could possibly think of, create. And then the other group was, I want you to work on one thing and make it as good as you possibly can. And at the end of that semester, they came together, and the people who made the best art, and also art is subjective, but the people who came and like made the most unique and beautiful and fun things were the people who created more, rather than the people who worked on like one thing so in-depthly. Art is in the eye of the beholder, but I think there's just something to be said for creating to create, not creating to be perfect, that allows you to have this freedom to just be. And I think as I move forward in my life, that's what I want. I want to go through my days and just let my mind explore the world and let my ideas run and come to YouTube and come to these chats and like just be able to release all of that energy and not have to worry about being perfect. And that's why like these videos, I really don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it feels good. And that's really what it's all about, doing things that make you feel good. And eventually I would love to be able to just like do that every day, all day. Obviously, I have a job, I have a life, I have to make money somehow, and my goal is not to be a part of capitalism. So I'm really here just to create for myself and give myself a space. And hopefully that creates a space for somebody else too. And if you are listening, or if you are watching, or if you are just kind of hanging out with me in the background, thank you. I appreciate you spending time with me. I think the artistic, creative, cozy world is something that, with the way things are right now in the world, we need more of that. I need more of that. So I hope that you enjoyed this very short little quick perfectionism chat. I really want to know your ideas. Please, somebody in the comments tell me what you're working on. I've been saying this in my caption for 3 videos straight, and nobody's told me what they're working on. I would like to know. Share your patterns, share anything with me, throw it in the comments. I just want really to build a community, a connection, a creative, crafty, cozy place. So yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. If you are in the Northeast and you are experiencing the crazy snow that we are experiencing, good luck, and thanks for coming to my chat. Alrighty, bye.